So we're on to week C of the 26-week alphabet challenge. I'm doing a disturbing, weird kind of parody of a children's book, which is something I've always wanted to do. I'm taking the opportunity right now. On to week C. I picked canker sore for this week for no other reason than I just had a canker sore and they annoy me and I get them a lot. I don't really know why. Originally, the phrase car crash popped into my head a couple days before I sat down to draw this, and I figured that would be what I would go for, but when I sat down, canker sore was on the mind, and it seemed like kind of a funny thing to draw. I think it turned out pretty well. Something that was a little bit difficult was I wanted to draw a face on the sore, and that I also wanted to draw a mouth and not make the drawing too big. I'm trying to keep the drawing like, I don't know, maybe like a third of a page or like half of a page, just not too big. And so that means that the sore is obviously going to be small if I want to draw the entire mouth. So it was a little bit difficult to fit a face on something that small. It's not that much smaller than my other drawings, the other faces on my drawings, but I don't know, maybe like half the size or something, but that's just, it doesn't seem like it would be that much, but it is like kind of difficult to do those fine details with pen and paper. You can't just like zoom in, so you're doing like these fine little details with the pen, and it's just definitely not the easiest thing, but yeah, I think the size is really what I think I definitely didn't want to make the drawing much bigger than this, so I think I made it work. And I also ended up using a light box, as I'm sure you're watching right now, to do the final pen line art again. I don't know, I something about it just not like I didn't even mess up at all. I mean, there's a few smudges on this actually, but I can edit that out pretty easily when I take a picture of it. So for the final product, it's not really a big deal. But yeah, it just takes off some of the pressure to still. And another thing too is I actually do still like having the pencil sketch on a different piece of paper. It's kind of nice to have both of them. But I don't know. It is a little bit silly to use a light box for this. At the same time, though, I've heard that animators, when they're animating traditionally, that's kind of the process that they'll do. They'll use a light box to take the pencil sketch to the final line art. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if it makes sense or not, but it seems to be kind of a nice method for myself as someone who draws digitally and doesn't have to deal with that on a normal basis, ruining the sketch if the liner doesn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So might keep doing it, I might not, I don't know, but definitely worked this time, I guess. Next week is D. We'll see what my crazy brain thinks up for that letter. I'm sure it'll be pretty interesting. I'm sure you'll want to get the inside scoop into my brain in the next video, so be sure to be subscribed. I don't know, assuming anyone's even watching this. I think the other two videos have like 1 or 0 views, so maybe this week will be different. We'll see.